Let's discuss. Tyler Perry has another lawsuit filed against him. The second one for the month of June. The first one was for his Netflix series, We the People. A young woman who runs a nonprofit organization by the same name is suing him, alleging that it infringes on her nonprofit brand and the goodwill associated with its political advocacy work. But this second lawsuit is a $260 million lawsuit filed by actor Derek Dixon from the Oval, alleging SA and harassment. He alleges that Perry abused his power in the industry to sexually exploit him. His lawsuit includes quotes from text messages I have seen in the social media streets, screenshots of text messages between a Dixon and a Perry. You know how easy it is to manipulate screenshots of text messages. The suit was filed June 13th in Los Angeles, and he accuses Perry of initially promising career advancements, creative opportunities, producing a pilot, casting him in his shows, only to subject him to escalating harassment, assault, and battery, and professional retaliation when Mr. Dixon did not reciprocate. Matthew Boyd, Tyler Perry's attorney, has said that Mr. Dixon is just somebody who got close to Tyler Perry and now wants nothing more than to settle up on a scam. He says that Tyler will not be shaken down, and they are confident that these fabricated claims of harassment will fail. The complaint details that Tyler and Dixon met in 2009 at a party for Tyler Perry's Atlanta studio. He alleges that Perry took an interest in him, eventually offered him a role as Dale on Restless. He alleges that Perry hired him for additional parties and invited him to his home, where on one occasion he had too many drinks. Perry insisted he was too drunk to drive home, and Dixon alleges that Perry climbed into bed with him and began to on him, but Dixon jumped out of the bed. He kept trying to inform Tyler that he was not interested in him or this type of sexual relationship, to kind of keep him at bay but not offend the person who was offering him this opportunity for his career. Eventually, he was cast on the Oval, but the suit alleges that Perry continued to abuse his power, making sexual comments on set, asking intrusive questions about Dixon's life. According to the complaint, Dixon feared that if he did not go along with Tyler Perry, that he would eventually kill him off the show, destroy his career. He was scared to file a complaint with HR, but you know Tyler Perry owns the studio, so that's pretty much just reporting the incidents to him. But he did fear a retaliation against Perry if he did not go along with these type of advances, even though he continually told him he was not interested in him. Dixon wrote a script for a show called Losing It, and that Terry had promised to produce the show. He alleges that he went to Perry's house back in June of 2021 to discuss the show, but Perry took advantage of the situation and tried to sexually assault him in the guest house. A couple of days later, the suit alleges that Perry did call him, blaming it on testosterone supplements, and again promised to do the show. According to the lawsuit, Perry did buy the rights to the show, but it has never been produced. In the complaint, Dixon alleges that Perry was only using the show as a quid pro quo to Dixon, holding it over his head. The complaint also alleges an incident where he was groped during a cast trip in the Bahamas in October 2020, that he did visit a doctor and he suffered from severe symptoms of stress, insomnia, stomach issues, low cortisol levels due to the sexual harassment and assault. Over the next couple of months after this incident, he suffered from severe depression, anxiety, stomach pains, and nausea. The suit alleges that Tyler Perry's fixers offered him a raise to return to the Oval, and that Perry would buy the rights to a show that he produced called Losing It. He left the Oval during the show's final season, a move that he claimed cost him to lose out close to $400,000. According to the complaint, Dixon is suing Perry for quid pro quo, sexual harassment, sexual battery, sexual assault, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and retaliation. He is requesting a jury trial and punitive damages in the amount of $260 million. Is anybody surprised by this lawsuit? I don't know if y'all remember a couple years back, Christian Keys had came out with a video about, somebody in power that kept approaching him to perform sexual acts with him, and he, turned them down. But he felt like it did have an effect on his career. And anybody who watches All the Queen's Men, it was at least a season and a half. We did not see his character at all. Christian Keys never came back out to confirm or deny if Tyler Perry was the person he was talking about. Like I said earlier, there are text messages posted. It is claim that those are the text messages that are included in the complaint. This is going to be a jury trial, a civil suit. So if it gets to court, if they don't settle beforehand, we will get to hear all of the evidence and testimony presented in this case. So do you think that this case is going to settle, or do you think that Tyler Perry, he does have the money, the status, the power to take it to court and maybe outrun or draw it out long enough to where this person will not continue to pursue this suit? Or do you think this is all made up, that all these years that he endured the sexual assault that he alleges is just a money grab because he knows Tyler is worth a lot of money, and maybe he does not want the press, the bad press of the situation, and will just settle? Let me know your thoughts. But my personal opinion, I'm not surprised. I read the text messages, and that would be a lot to fabricate. But then again, if you asking for $260 million, you better have some good evidence. All right, until next time.